Future Oblivious here. Just to tell you, my voice is kind of dead right now, and I wasn't not able to do the second part or another take of my narration. So, just a heads up, there is some breathing, or lots of and it was annoying. I tried to edit out as much as I could, but it didn't really work, so I just left it as it is and just edited what it needs to be edited. Again, sorry I could not fix it, and hopefully you enjoyed this little creepypasta. Thanks for noticing me and actually watching it, by the way. Anyway, and the video begins in 3, 2, 1. Disclaimer, this is graphic. If you are sensitive or too young to be listening to this type of thing, you might as well watch another video. Maybe watch another creepypasta of mine. It's pretty fun. That is, if you're strong enough. Let us begin. A brown fox was walking slowly in the rain. Her fur looked horrible, as if she had not brushed in weeks or had a shower. And she hadn't. Her eyes had dark circles around them from lack of sleep. She was miserable. If only I'd accepted that help, she whispered to herself. The fox had been offered a home by her cousins, but her pride had gotten in the way. She said that she could make it by herself, but not now. She was homeless and gentless. I could help you. The fox turned around quickly at the sound of the voice. To surprise, there stood Greely, the wolf alpha. Greely? What are you doing here? I thought you preferred the shadows, she said, breathless. He looked at her for a minute before replying. I heard you call for help, he said. She gasped. He wanted to help her, but she was only a fox. She did not say this because she knew now that it was unwise to decline help again. Thank you, Greely, she said happily, bouncing a little bit. Greely lifted a paw, a sign for her to stop and listen. I will help you in one condition. If you come with me, I shall give you what you deserve, Greely said bluntly. The fox smiled. She did deserve something happy in her life, so she agreed. The fox was slightly nervous when she saw where they were going. It looked like a hybrid den of metal and rock. The inside was not much better. It looked a lot like a laboratory. Perhaps he wanted her to help him with the phantom experiment. So, you test on phantoms? She asked curiously. He thought for a minute, and then nodded. Yes. In fact, that's the reason why you're here. I need help with tests for the phantoms, Greely replied, walking over to a table. There are various vials and beakers of chemicals on it. He pointed to a black liquid that read, Shadow Disease. What's shadow disease? The fox asked. She was scared of it. It sounded horrible. This is what I'll be testing on a phantom. I'm trying to see if it will actually infect an animal. The phantom? I have tried it on plants, but I must see it in real action, he replied. So, what do you want me to do, Greely? She asked, quietly. He turned to her, and then suddenly knocked her to the floor. He grabbed the tiny fox in his huge jaws and carried her over to the table. He was going to experiment on her. No! She screeched as he locked her paws onto the table so that she could not move. Greely turned away and grabbed the vial of the shadow disease. I'm going to give you a little shot, he said plainly. You've gone to the doctor before, and you'll know it'll be fine. He filled up the needle with the liquid and then stabbed it into her front leg. He then stepped back to watch. At first, it seemed as if nothing had happened. The fox sighed with relief, as it must not have worked on animals and phantoms. Or so she thought. But only a second later, everything changed. It's as if she was being eaten alive The liquid was slowly turning her paws black, dead black. She let out a blood-curdling scream. Greeley, who watched pleasantly, was taking notes on a piece of paper. This was all amusing to him. The shadows now were crawling up her legs, until they too were dead. The pain was growing worse, and she was yelling for her life. And then it reached her heart. It all stopped for a moment. She thought, it's all over. But she could not have been more wrong. It was only the beginning of her pain. The shadow was crushing her organs from the inside. She saw that her cuts on her side, black blood flowed from them. It then reached her head, and then she was completely black. Her eyes bulged, turning disgusting red and black shades. They almost exploded from pressure. She screeched, writhing in pain. Haley! I did not deserve it! You look disappointed. Of course you do. I saw that you were in pain, so I decided to give you death. You deserved the simple quietness of death. I've actually done you a huge favor. The fox could not take it anymore, and let the shadows take her. The light in her eyes disappeared, and she felt limp. Greeley examined her for a minute, obviously satisfied with this result. This would teach the phantoms for sure, he thought, smiling. Liza, it has worked, he shouted over his shoulder. Out of the shadows emerged the panda Alpha. She, too, was smiling. Good, she replied. The end. Blah, 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 blah. Oh god, this is my second take. I hated the first one, so I have to really do this one again. Okay. So, apparently I sounded like a girl in the last one. Well, time to be more manly and deepen my voice a little bit more. Just a tiny bit, because I want to keep to my original look. Or voice, not look. Damn it, you can't even see me. You don't even know if I'm a guy or a girl. I just don't care anymore. Okay, anyway, let us do this. You wanted to... He gasped. It's a girl. The fox gasped. Okay, she's surprised that this alpha guy is gonna help her, and the next thing you know, she's gonna die. I mean, not that I'm gonna spoil this. This is gonna be bloopers, isn't it? And now I'm doing girl voices for Oblivious. Hi, I'm Neon. Okay, so, alright, I'm gonna do this. I am excited. I am so happy. Okay, I'm doing something for once, not the project of acrylic. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm now gonna do a wolf thing. I mean, fox. I don't know Animal Jam that well. I only play Wild because I'm bored every once in a while. So yeah, okay, let's do this. Okay, the first line. The fox was slightly nervous when she saw English. What is English? Do I know English? You're a narrator for creepy things. You had to do this. Okay, that's it. Let's wrap up. I did not do too many bloopers in the second take because I didn't mess up as much. So yeah. Okay, Greeley is amazing. I actually like him, but I also like Peck because, well, she has a good design. Anyway, why am I talking? This is the end of this blooper, so yeah, I guess thanks for watching this video. Okay, bye, I guess.